Investors and traders, welcome to the channel Market Chart Pattern. Today is 16th of July 2023 and I'm hoping everyone is having a great weekend. In this video we are going to take a look at the stock Alibaba. This is a Chinese technology stock. It is also a stock which is related to the retail world because Alibaba is a big company. It basically is a database. That's how it started, with the manufacturing companies and factories and trading companies in China mainly listing their services or their contact details to be contacted for products manufacturing, for example, physical products. And it's been in existence for a long time, and it's been listed on the New York Stock Exchange sometime in 2014, and since then it has also diversified into few other things. For example, they have a subsidiary Ant Financial, which I believe is in the financial services industry, and then of course they also have another cloud computing part as well, kind of similar to Amazon, but this is all on the fundamental side. Today we are going to take a look at from a technical perspective what the stock is doing and some key patterns that we should be watching for. So what we can see is that the Alibaba stock had a IPO done in 2014, and normally what happens with the IPOs is they go up for some time and then they go back and actually test their IPO price and maybe even move lower. So that seems to be a typical cycle of IPO. I don't know what it really happens. Maybe the investors who were actually involved in the company as a private placement and got the stock options at really attractive prices, when their lockup period is over, they maybe decide to take some chips off the table and become more liquid. Maybe that's got to do with it, or there are some other things, I'm not entirely sure. So the thing that I wanted to point your attention to is that this is the weekly chart. It's a long-term chart. What we have seen is that this stock move in after putting in a bottom in August of 2015, skyrocket slowly but surely from about $55 to the highs of $320. Now, one of the things that we have noted, and just putting this down in this little box here, it appears that Alibaba stock likes to form a double bottom before making a big rally. Then we have seen a nice big retracement. In fact, one of the first big retracements come in ever since this bull run started somewhere around 2018, then a retest of it in January of 2019, so another double bottom, and then the stock began to rally, reached all-time highs, and some stuff began to happen with the company's founders, Jack Ma, and the Chinese government. You can read about it in the news around that time, and then the stock had actually been moving lower ever since. Now, what is the interesting part and why we are making the video and to highlight this point is what this stock has actually done is it has gone and retraced lower its entire move higher since its IPO on the New York Stock Exchange. And in fact, what it has done is it appears to have formed another double bottom here. So let me actually copy this and we will move it over here, and also we'll put a question mark against it because it needs to take this swing higher for us to be able to confirm a double bottom. Now what is happening is we are going to shift to our daily chart because we can see it much more clearly. There it seems to be forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Also, the key thing to pay attention to is this double bottom formation here, here, and of course here. Now let's move to one for time frame lower. So this is our daily chart. So in this daily chart, what we can see is that in terms of the time it has taken, let's say if this is the peak and this is the bottom, and here we just take this much time and project it here, we have seen one peak come in here, and then there is a bottom right at the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. Not a perfect 61.8, but what we can see is that it's been this level, or this another double bottom potential is being respected here. So this appears to be a variation of a perfect the head and shoulder pattern here, possibly, and we'll have to wait for these highs around $125 per share level to be taken out to the upside for a confirmation. But the important part to remember on this daily chart is that as long as this 61.8% Fibonacci retracement around $70 per share level is being held and respected, what we think is that the stock is in fact moving in an ABCD pattern, moving higher. So let me actually go and label that. I am going to make this a little bit bigger, so let's say 20A. Then we have the swing B here. Then we have the 61.8% retracement around C, and then this could be the potential D right here, which could in fact see the stock go up to about $140 to $142, roughly speaking. That's just gonna be the ABCD projection, and let's see if we get any expansions here. So we also get a 1.618 expansion coming in around $146 per share level. So this is the region that we'll be watching between 142 to about 145 $146 per share level. As long as this support level of $70 per share level is held, we think the stock might be actually in fact moving in an ABCD formation higher, which would also be a at least in my books, a confirmation that this swing high of $125 has been taken out to the upside, and in my books it'll be a confirmation of a double bottom. So this is what we are looking at in the Alibaba stock. The stock has gone into, after a really big decline, has gone into a consolidation since the March of this year. In fact, if we just look at this swing, the swing AB, so the stock formed a bottom around 24th of October. It had a nice rally. If you look on the left from the structure, it found resistance and made a retracement, went right to the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. Not a perfect one, but the price has just kind of bounced around it, tried to rally, retested it, and now rejected lower prices, and now it seems to be moving higher. So as long as this level of about $79 per share is held, the likelihood of the price moving in an ABCD formation higher to about $142 and to the expansion 1.618 of $146 per share. That's the kind of thing that we'll be watching for this stock, which it could perhaps achieve. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you like the video, please do hit that subscribe button and also the like button, and that way I know that people find the videos of good educational value. So thank you very much. Good luck and good trading.